Speaking of old heads, did you guys see the last verses? Lox versus Dipset.
Yes.
Jada versus Dipset.
No, it was the Lox. They were
Jada
three-man
and his
weaving
bodyguards.
that shit. They was rapping like the old
It was
rappers in
Jada.
the 80s. They was all taking turns passing the mic around. They was murdering the lot.
It was Jada versus Jada and his bodyguards versus Dipset.
You're being very disrespectful right now to the rest of the Lox, like they weren't part of the shit.
Jada by far carried the Lox.
I wouldn't.
Jada is the best rapper in the Lox, but everybody plays their position.
Because
they won as a team. They won as a team.
Yeah, they did. They did, and they flooded them. Dipset
exactly.
Jada flooded them. Yes, he did.
What do you talk about? Doesn't Styles P have "I Get High"? It's Styles P. That's right. That's Styles P. Right.
Like I said, they were going back and forth. They were rapping all of each other's parts. It sounded perfect. Compare that to whatever the fuck the Dipset were doing. Like they showed up. They ain't
weren't they playing patty cake or some shit? Like
I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but every time that you would go to them, the sound quality was trash. You couldn't hear what they were saying. You could only hear the background tracks. It was a mess. They were a mess.
The problem with Dipset is that going into this, I was like, they're supposed to have 20 songs, right? I'm like, I can't name 20 Dipset songs.
Nah, they had 20 songs because it's not Dipset. It's 20 songs with the group. So with the group, Cam got songs.
Okay, Cameron has what? Cameron has what?
You're being very disrespectful.
He's got what? He got horse and carriage, right? Like
that's not even part of his 20.
Ain't that like horse and carriage? I'm talking about songs that I know. Because here's the thing. Dipset versus Lox might have been awesome for New York, right? But I think that because New York has over 20 million people, that they get carried away about if it's hot in New York, it's hot everywhere. And I think Dipset is local. I'll say that. Dipset is big in New York, and then they want to tell us that they legends. That's my thing.
I disagree.
Not true.
Jim Jones is the most popular dude in Dipset. Ballin'. I love ballin'. That's my jam.
Okay, just say you're not a Dipset fan because Dipset is, I would say, more nationally recognized than the Lox. They're more New York centric.
Okay, but
I was always a Lox guy though.
Okay, name a song by Joel Santana, please.
I'm not a Joel Santana fan.
Oh, me either, because they're local.
It's not because they're local. I don't like half the people.
Oh, me either.
Here. Like I don't like half the people from here. Like I have a special taste in music regionally from different places. I pick and choose, but I was never a Dipset guy. I was into Cameron until his flows just got away from him. He started doing the poopity scoop shit.
So you got Cameron, who's had like maybe 4 or 5 songs. What?
Cameron has more than 4 or 5.
Cameron has more than 4 or 5 songs.
Name me 5 Cameron songs.
With me went multi-platinum. You're just not a Cameron
fan. Okay, and I'm not a Cameron fan.
Okay. So you being a Too Short fan. If somebody said Too Short doesn't have songs because they're not a Too Short fan, they don't understand. Just like you
with a baseball bat.
But hold on, let's
baseball bat.
Let's be real here. Prior to the Too Short versus E40, I was saying Too Short was going to win. Remember?
Right. I said the same thing. You're a Too Short, you lead with your heart. You don't think with your mind.
But in watching it, we saw 40 flood Too Short.
Oh, you flooded.
Yes, we did.
And so I can say, yeah, we got beat. We lost here, right? But again, they didn't have as many views as some of the other stuff, because even though the Bay Area shined and we loved them in the Bay, globally, it wasn't as big as some of the other stuff. And I'm just saying numbers get skewed in New York because they got so many people there, and they always like Chino XL. Why do we know his name?
Because he was big in New York. Why are you bringing up Chino XL?
Too Short's known worldwide.
Time out. None of this matters. Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched it. Did
you enjoy it?
Yes, it was entertainment value. Yes.
Air Show. Did you watch it?
I watched it. I enjoyed it. I
Okay,
enjoyed it.
That's all that matters. That's not a New York thing. You're not in New York. You watched it. You enjoyed it.
It was because I was laughing at Dipset because they were totally overwhelmed. Because, like I said, Cam got like 3 songs. Jim Jones got Ballin' and a verse on Pop Champagne. And I don't know what Joel Santana does. And then I don't know who all the other dudes on the stage
There's only
were.
one more. It's Freaky Zeke. And
Who is that?
Is
that Freaky Ty? Is he a former member of the Lost Boys? Like,
no.
Who's Freaky Zeke?
He's a member of the group. They just didn't let him get the mic, or he didn't get the rap shit.
Hey, that man had no
what
time.
he was doing. Look,
he was carrying the bags.
Yeah, I'm like, who are these guys?
Should all be just Jada won the night. Give him his props. He said he was top 5 dead or alive. I'm sure Spade does not agree.
I'm saying top 10.
Yeah,
top 10.
I think Jadakiss got bars. I think some of the best stuff that Jadakiss does, though, is on mixtapes and when he was beefing with 50 Cent.
Not 50 Cent, Beanie Siegel.
No, but he had
a Jada era.
He had when they were when he did New York and was with Ja
that was
Rule.
it.
Yeah, but I'm saying there was a verse that he did on one of the like mixtapes or whatever where he said, when did it become cool to get shot and not shoot back? And it's like, and I was like, you know what? He's right. Because I mean, I'm just saying, I think Jada got bars. I like Jada.
Jada has bars. Jada has bars. Jada is at least top 10. He's in the top 10.
Jada said he top 5, and a lot of people believe him right now.
Jada. Well, what was the verse? Ah, damn it! I forgot the verse. Who wants to go bar for bar with Jada? That was one of his. That was one of his bars.
Well, Jada's 2-0 in verses, so I think he could put his jersey in the rafters. I don't think he needs to come back down to whoop anybody's ass for a minute. What's the next verses? I think it's No Limit versus Cash Money. Early projections. Who do you got?
Mystical.
What?
I got Mystical.
I didn't hear what you said. My stuff froze up for a minute, so I don't know what you talk about Mystical.
I
got Mystical.
The next verses, No Limit versus Cash Money. Who do you got?
That's it. I got Mystical.
It's Cash Money.
It's Silver Shocker.
I don't want to see. Oh my God. I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Can I one at a time, please?
I don't want to see No Limit versus Cash Money. Although I would love it because of New Orleans in me. I would love it to see it, but I don't want to see it because Cash Money gonna flood No Limit. And I think it would be blatantly disrespectful for us to put this fight on. It would be, it would be mad disrespectful.
Everybody had the No Limit era, and everybody enjoyed that era. But it is not even going to be close.
Yeah.
Because Cash Money got Wayne, and they got 400 Degrees, and they got Soldier Rags. Like, it's going to get ugly.
No Limit has Snoop.
So me and the wife sat down, and we tried to map out this versus just talking about songs, right? Because initially, when I was talking with Wise and he said something about this, I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh, hell no. Because
you don't even have to think songs. Think about it this. Everybody remembers the early No Limit, right? When you get the album and you look in the little inside and see everything that was coming, and there would be like 30 CDs, and you'd be like, when's Mercedes coming out? That's what I wonder. Yeah. When is Mercedes coming? Gotta see Mercedes. And she was trash as shit. But once they got down on that list, it started getting ugly quick. And then everybody started going to jail.
Yeah.
And then No Limit. Is there top 3 gonna be Mystical, Master P,
and Mia X?
And are they throwing Silk the Shocker out there? Is he getting the Freaky Zeke treatment? Like, you just get the mic, you don't get to say nothing.
Snoop was signed to No Limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Snoop's got records on No Limit. No Limit Top Dog. Or no, The Last Meal.
Yeah.
That was the Snoop album that I fucked with.
Didn't he do 2 on there? Wasn't the Dogfather on there too?
The Dogfather was on Death Row.
Okay.
Because that was the second album. Then
was it Murder Was the Case?
No, Murder Was the Case on Death Row.
Listen, No Limit Top Dog, The Last Meal.
Yeah.
And it wasn't The Last Meal. It was the second one. The second one with Fuck the Mother Niggas.
But isn't that a C Murder track though?
That's a C Murder track. Is it on?
I think
Snoop
that's on
album?
C Murder's album.
Well, I know he
did a verse
on the deal. Yeah. So,
because look, so I was looking at you got, because I heard True way back in the day when I was down there visiting. So I'm gonna say I'm about it. You got Make 'Em Say You got How You Do That There. No Limit Soldier.
Are they bringing Young Bleed to the table? Young Bleed
then what? Then you got Shake That Ass by Mystical. I'll give Silk the Shocker, although I hate that dude. I think he can't rap, but he did verses on Montel Jordan and Maya. And then what other songs can you? I mean, that's 7 right there. I can't think of any other like big songs. Could be some others because there were so many albums. Hey,
there's a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot of albums. There's a lot of No Limit albums.
But I got the hookup.
I just don't. I don't.
Can we play the movie?
But I'm out of calling it how I think it's gonna go, because at the end of the day, now that we're back outside, it's all about how you perform while you're doing what you're doing.
So you're saying they're out of breath?
Nah, I'm saying, do you bring a show to the table?
Hey,
a lot of people had Dipset going into this versus.
No, who was that other who had Dipset that didn't live in New York?
Nah, there was a lot of people that had Dipset. Dipset is bigger than you think, sir.
Please name me some Dipset songs, please.
Ballin'.
I didn't have Dipset. Again, none of this matters because I didn't have Dipset. A lot of people had Dipset. Okay, here's another one. Who else got flooded? Keisha Cole got flooded by Ashanti, and nobody had Ashanti going in.
Flipping dare let that disrespect come out of your mouth.
Can someone in the chat please name me some Dipset songs?
You better not. Take it back.
You better have a rebuttal.
You will not talk blasphemy about Keisha Cole. Not while I'm here.
Did you watch it?
I did, and she won.
He said, "Not while I'm here." I'm like, click.
You will not disrespect
Keisha Cole got flooded
while I'm here, sir. Keisha Cole is a goddess.
That ain't got shit to do with verses, my guy. What are you talking about? Did you watch the show?
I don't care. She was drunk and high at the time.
Is that a way to perform?
Everybody does it, sir. Keisha Cole is a saint.
Like I said, now that we're back outside, it's how you perform. So, but if No Limit steps it up, I mean, they were on tour not too long ago. The No Limit tour.
They did have the No Limit tour.
No Limit's gonna get flooded. I think it's blatantly disrespectful for them to put that verses together. And here's
that's the
why.
only verses you could have.
No, here.